Welcome to Tristan in the Kitchen. We are going to be making mud pies today. Well, not actually mud pies. We're actually going to make a home for a blue-banded bee. So I am working inside and I'm going to tell you this as a warning before you start. You must ask mum or dad or both if you can play with mud in the kitchen before you start. I'm the mum in my house, so I've given myself permission to make mud pies in the kitchen today. I have brought in some clay. So I've got this clay that was a bit dried out and I've put it in some water. I've been soaking it so it's nice and mushy. I've also got some sand, so different types of sand. This sand looks like the sort of sand that you might find on a tennis court, and this sand is a little bit finer. So we're going to mix together the ingredients to make a home for a blue-banded bee. So I'm going to add my gritty sand and I'm mixing. Oh, it looks very mushy. Don't you love playing with the mud? I think more people should play with mud. Yes, definitely a great mix. And I'm going to add also some fine sand. I'm trying to get it nice and thick so I can build it into my mold, which I've got here. So remembering, as Nicole mentioned, the blue-banded bees like to dig into the ground to make their nests, but they don't mind it if you give them a bit of a hand. In fact, I like to give bees a hand in our yard. As some of you might have known who have been to my in this video conference before, I've got bees in my backyard, but we've also got homes for native bees too. We've actually got a home like this. And you see that one? So lots of different creatures can live in that one, not just the bees. But we've also got some bamboo like this, as Nicole mentioned. You see that little stick of bamboo? And it allows animals to crawl in there. So I'm hoping that we might get some carpenter bees or something like that. Okay, my mud mixture's getting pretty good. Now, when I read about this, the mud mixture needs to be nice and thick so you can hold it in your hand. So I'm about to do that now. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Can you see that blob in my hand? And I'm going to add it into my pot. Perfect. I suppose this is a good thing about working in the kitchen because I'm really close to the sink for when I'm finished I can clean my hands. Now I'm adding that in, which looks like the perfect mixture. So the clay will probably help it to dry and set a little bit, but the sand will make it so that the bees can actually move it back out again. Now I've got my container filled up. It's just an old plant pot that I'm using here, and I'm going to put a big hole. So I'm using an old stick to put a big hole in the middle like that. Can you see the hole? And then I'm going to leave that to dry, and then hopefully I'll be able to pop it out of my plant pot and put it on the ground somewhere so a blue-banded bee can find it. I'm hoping that I can make lots of them and I could put them together to make a community like what Nicole mentioned before. So remembering, before you do mud pies in the kitchen, you have to ask mum. And you can find these ingredients, the sand and the dirt and even bits of clay, probably somewhere close to yourself in your backyard. Remembering, just because you build the house doesn't mean it will definitely come, but if you don't build the house, you never know. Okay, I did say to you that I would show you my artwork as well, and it looks like it's a long job in progress. You can see there my bee from last time we were drawing and my dot artwork. It's coming along, but I think I'm going to have some homework to do this weekend. Okay, guys, I'll go back over to you. Thanks, Nicole.